and welcome to the Magubas Forest Marathon 34-kilometer virtual race briefing. So the purpose of this briefing is just to highlight the most important info that you will need for this coming weekend. We're not going to redo everything we did in some of our previous videos and all the route info videos. If you want to see a fly through of the route, you can look at those videos again. But this is just really to highlight the most important points for you today and make sure that you will be ready for the race coming this weekend. So when we're looking at the points that we'll cover, we'll quickly touch on registration. We'll look at shuttle logistics, the weather forecast, then race-specific info. We'll also look at the aid stations, and we'll have a look at the compulsory gear, and then also provide you with emergency numbers that you will need on the day. Okay, guys, so just quickly on registration. By now, you should know that it is on Saturday, the 19th of March, and we want to encourage all the 34-kilometer runners to come to registration between 2 and 4. Just kind of plan your things like that. We want to spread out the registration, so if you can come there by between 2 and 4, we'll be really appreciative of that. And just the location, that's at the Dickie Dag Hall at the Magubas Kloof Hotel, so make sure that you know where that is. And then also, guys, we really want to encourage you to make sure that you complete your pre-race medical screening, your COVID screening, and also your indemnity form before you arrive at registration. This will really just speed up your own registration process and also assist us that we don't have bottlenecks and queues at registration. Quickly on shuttle logistics, all the 34-kilometer shuttles will depart from Magubas Kloof Dam parking area. And guys, we really ask you to be there ahead of time, so 10 minutes early, please, guys. We're really on a tight schedule there. And yeah, we can't wait for anyone, guys. Otherwise, our start times might be delayed. So please be sure that you are punctual and actually ahead of time, please, guys. And then we also want to ask you to please fill your cars with friends. So if you are a group of friends or running group that came through for the weekend, please make sure that you don't arrive at the parking area with only one person in a car, guys. We really want to encourage that. We want to make sure that we have enough parking and that everything flows nice and smooth on the morning. So please fill your cars to capacity, and then come drive together to the parking area, please, guys. And then here you can find the QR code. This will take you to the location of the Magubas Kloof Dam parking. So if you scan that, I would just immediately save it on my phone. And make sure that you have that as a saved location on your Google Maps, and then you can just literally navigate to that on Sunday morning. Quickly looking at the weather forecast, so there's quite a bit of rain predicted with this cold front coming through in this week. It looks like it will clear up a little bit towards the weekend, but by Sunday it still looks like there might be a bit of rain predicted, and you can also see that the temperatures will be quite cool. It's actually ideal for running, about 16 degrees for the most part of the morning. So it's actually perfect running temperatures, but yes, it will be accompanied by a bit of rain. So we do expect it to be a bit muddy, slippery underfoot, and a bit wet as well, guys. So please plan for that. When we're looking at the race info, guys, specifically, please remember that your start time is 8 a.m., 8 o'clock in the morning. From Debengeni Falls, of course. Your distance will be plus minus 34 kilometers, and vertical gain will be 1,200 plus meters, depending on your device. But yeah, we think it will be about 1,200 meters. And then, guys, you will have 3 aid stations on your route. So you can have a look there at the profile. As we've discussed in depth already, the first 5Ks are really tough. Lots of climbing to be done, and then as you go all the way to kilometer 10, where your first aid station is, it's a bit better, but your first 5Ks are really rough, lots of climbing, and then you'll make it to Woodbush Hut at kilometer 10, and then the 34-kilometer route is quite undulating. Still quite a bit of climbing to be done, but very undulating, and as soon as you've kind of reached the highest point after Woodbush, about kilometer 12, 13, it really becomes a very runnable route actually at the top of the escarpment here. You'll be able to make a lot of kind of gain a lot of time between kilometer 13-ish to about 25. It's really nice and runnable. The 34-kilometer route has a lot of forestry track in this in this section, so like Jeep track, and then you will start from about 25k, start making your descent down to Devongueni. So yeah, that's how your route looks. Please make sure that you have the GPX file loaded onto your watch as well, and that you can navigate. Okay, there's just some important info that we want to relay to you guys in terms of the 34 kilometer. There's 2 critical turnoffs that you need to be aware of, and please do not miss them. So the route starts as on the same way as the 50k and the 20k route up until Hoedbush Hut, where the 20k route will split off. You will then follow the same route as the 50 kilometer up until 15.5 kilometers. So at that point, roughly 15.5 kilometers, the 34k has a sharp right turn, all right, and you basically then split off of the 50 kilometer route. So please, guys, your first critical turn off is at 15.5 k's, where you will have a sharp right turn, all right, and then again you will have a critical point at kilometer 30. It's very close to the end, but the 50k route will turn right up again to climb up to the mountain again, but you will keep left and actually just head to the finish. So please just take note of those 2 critical points that you need to make sure that you actually take the right route. 15.5 you go right, and at 30 you go left. And then just a reminder of the cutoffs for the 34 kilometer. We will have a cutoff at 1 at Broederstroom Hut. Okay, that's the 5-hour cutoff, and then at 4 o'clock we'll have a 8-hour cutoff at the Hoek Hut, at the Hoek Split, and then at 5 we will have our final cutoff at the finish, which will be 9 hours. Okay, cool, guys. So when we're looking at the route marking, just the things that you need to look out for here, there will be like a kilometer stick that we've made for every kilometer, indicating almost every kilometer. So we'll show you how that looks now. And there will also be yellow markers every 300 to 500 meters on the route. So the 34 kilometer is the red route. Okay, so it's quite easy. As long as you follow the red markings on the kilometer stick, and as long as you see a red marker on that kilometer stick, then you know you're on the right route. But let me make it more practical for you. On the left here, you can see the kilometer stick. So we've put the colors on there, and as long as you see red tape on the stick, you know that you are still on the 34 kilometer route. So we hope that makes sense. As soon as there's no red on that stick, you should know that you're not on the right track anymore. And that will be at about every kilometer you'll find a stick like this with a nice big flag, and then the colors indicating which route actually passes that stick. Then we'll also have markers like this. This will be either yellow, orange, or they will have danger tape on, and they will be placed every 300 to 500 meters. So as long as you see this as well, you know you are on the right route. Okay, guys, quickly touching on aid stations. You will have 3 aid stations on the 34 kilometer. So it will be at Hoedbush, Broederstroom, and the Hoek Split. So Hoedbush at 10 kilometers, Broederstroom at 19 kilometers, and then the Hoek Split aid station at about 30 kilometers. There will be water, Coke, jelly sweets, and bananas at the stations. But guys, please, we've said this from the start. Our aim is not to cater for you. Our aim is not to make this a food buffet and make you walk away with stacks and stacks of food and sweets. So please, guys, you have to cater for your own energy needs. This is extremely important. Just in general, in the sense of trail running, you need to make sure that you can cover your own energy needs for this race. We do not take responsibility to feed you and to make sure you have enough energy to complete this race. You need to take responsibility for that yourself. And then also, please check in at the aid stations. There will be a marshal that will take your number, but please do not leave the aid stations if you haven't checked in with the marshal. There's just a reminder of the compulsory gear for you to go through. Please make sure that you have your waterproof jackets and also something to keep yourself warm. Like we said, it will be cold and wet on Sunday. So please, guys, make sure you can keep yourself dry and make sure that you can keep yourself warm. It's extremely, extremely important. So please make sure that you have those compulsory gear in your running pack. Then lastly, we also want you to take down these emergency numbers that if you run into trouble on the day, that you can contact any one of these 3 numbers, and that we can make sure that we can get someone to assist you wherever you are. So please take down these numbers, save them on your phone, and make sure that you have them come race day. Awesome, guys. We hope that covers most of your questions, and we hope that you will have an incredible time and race in Magubaskloof. Enjoy it with your family and friends. Enjoy the spectacular scenery and just the magical vibe and atmosphere that Magubaskloof offers. And yeah, we really hope that you will enjoy it and that it will be a memorable experience for you and all your family and friends.